Number 24, Spectre. Now, I have a reason why I believe this film fails in its principle and really shouldn't have made it past the pitch meeting. Part of it is just simply because of how the Bond canonical films work together. Technically, Casino Royale, the 21st film, is a reboot. So basically, they're basically said, like, all those films don't really count, now here's the new Bond. A theory kind of came out a while ago, maybe it's always been around, that James Bond is simply an alias. So when we see James Bond in any of these films, when they switch the actor up, whether it's Connery, Brosnan, Moore, whatever, that's actually a different person in universe. And I like that idea because it makes a lot of sense, because if James Bond is to be a secret agent, he throws around his name Bond, James Bond, a lot when he's undercover, so to speak. So, and that might go for M, that might go for maybe Moneypenny, I don't really know. But I have to admit, there's even a scene in Skyfall where he has the Aston Martin, and he references the fact that there's an ejector seat in it. He doesn't recommend that he use that in Goldfinger, but I like that idea. I kind of like, oh, I get it, what you're trying to say now. You're trying to say that this Bond once faced Goldfinger, and this is kind of like a sliding timeline or something like that. That's how this works. Not really. But no, they decided, like, we're bringing Blofeld back. And not only that, they rebooted Spectre, which was weird because they were really setting up this whole Quantum in Quantum of Solace to be the big bad organization here. And then they just kind of went like this. And then they just said, no, actually, the first three villains were all working for this Spectre organization. They just hand-waved that away so badly. Then they got Christoph Waltz to play Blofeld, and he brings his A-game. I got no problem with that. They even have him being called Franz Oberheiser at first, but I think by the time the trailers came out with this, everyone was just saying Christoph Waltz plays Blofeld. They just were saying that. And sure enough, in the film, yes, he gets revealed as Blofeld. So why even do that? It's kind of like when Star Trek Into Darkness came out and Benedict Cumberbatch played Khan, and they tried to they changed his name and they put in all the promotional material that he plays this character with this name, but everybody knew it was Khan, and eventually that just kind of comes out. And that film sucked for the same reason. You're trying to reboot something that doesn't need to be rebooted. And then there's that goofy plane chase scene where wings fall off. Even Moonraker James Bond would be like, well, that's a bit ridiculous, don't you think? I mean, it just was so bad. And then they made he and Blofeld brothers. Didn't anyone see Austin Powers?